The morning of December 22nd, 1944, dawned cold and gray over the snow-covered forests of the Ardennes. Four German soldiers, two carrying a white flag, approached the American lines near the Belgian town of Bastogne. They carried a typewritten ultimatum from the commander of the surrounding German forces, General Heinrich Freiherr von Littwitz. The message was stark: surrender within 2 hours or face total annihilation. The ultimatum was delivered to the command post of the 101st Airborne Division, the Screaming Eagles, who were surrounded, outnumbered, and running low on everything from ammunition to medical supplies. The acting commander, Brigadier General Anthony McAuliffe, was asleep after another long night of managing the desperate defense. Awakened and presented with the document, his initial exasperated reaction was a single word: nuts! This was the epicenter of the Battle of the Bulge, Hitler's last great offensive in the West. Launched on December 16, 1944, the surprise attack through the dense Ardennes forest had shattered American lines, creating a massive bulge in the Allied front. The strategic road junction of Bastogne became the key to the entire German plan. Whoever held it controlled the vital network needed to supply the spearheads driving toward Antwerp. Into this crisis raced the 101st Airborne. Though designated as a rest and refit area, the division was alerted and within hours loaded onto trucks in a frantic movement north. They arrived at Bastogne piecemeal, just ahead of the advancing German panzers. By December 21st, the encirclement was complete. Approximately 11,000 American paratroopers and attached armor from Combat Command B of the 10th Armored Division were trapped by elements of 5 German divisions, including the elite Panzer Lehr and the 2nd Panzer Division. The defense was a masterpiece of desperate, improvised warfare. With no heavy artillery to speak of, the airborne relied on their organic 75mm pack howitzers, lightweight pieces that could be broken down and parachuted into battle. Each artillery battalion was critically short of shells. The paratroopers, armed with their standard M1 Garand rifles, 30 caliber Browning automatic rifles, and bazookas, dug fighting positions in the frozen earth. They established a perimeter defense with key units like the 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment holding the eastern approaches against relentless infantry and armor probes. The weather was a weapon for the Germans, grounding the Allied tactical air support that could have broken the siege. Resupply drops were sporadic and often fell into German hands. Medical supplies ran out. Morphine and bandages were scavenged from the dead. Frostbite casualties mounted. Yet at every point of the perimeter, from Noville to Marvy, the outgunned paratroopers held. They used their superior small unit tactics and knowledge of terrain to ambush German patrols and knock out panzers at close range with bazooka teams. The formal reply to the German surrender demand, typed up by the division staff, simply read, "To the German commander, nuts, the American commander." The confused German envoys had the slang term explained to them. It meant, "Go to hell." The siege would last 4 more brutal days. Finally, on December 26th, lead elements of General George Patton's Third Army, specifically the 4th Armored Division, broke through from the south at 4:50 p.m., creating a narrow corridor to the besieged town. The relief was not the end of the fighting. The Battle of the Bulge would rage for another month, but the backbone of the German offensive was broken at Bastogne. The 101st Airborne stand became an instant legend, a symbol of American resilience and defiance against overwhelming odds. General McAuliffe's one-word reply entered military history as the ultimate expression of stubborn courage. The defense of Bastogne disrupted the German timetable, denied them a critical logistics hub, and allowed Allied forces to regroup and ultimately crush the Bulge, sealing the fate of Nazi Germany in the West.